So let us see what is the simplified design process. In the simplified design process, loads act on members and then we find out the forces induced in members by structural analysis process. And after the provision of sizes and material properties, we come to know the actual stresses occurring in each member, and we check that and we see that those actual stresses shall be lesser than the allowable stresses. So that is the simplified design process. Buildings or structures are subjected to natural forces, and in order for a building to stand erected up to the lifespan of the structure, proper design is required to ensure safety and serviceability of the structure. Designers have the responsibility to also select the optimum member sizes and idealized member locations. So let us begin. What is structural analysis? It is a method to find out the induced forces in members in order to know their performance. Members like columns, beams, slabs, footings, and walls. So, what is structural design? It is a method to provide adequate sizes to members to counter the stresses acting on them. Now, we'll see what are the types of various loads. The first one is dead load. Dead load is a load due to immovable bodies, that is self-weight, finishing loads and water tanks, etc. Number two is live load. Live load is due to movable bodies, that is persons, furniture and equipments. Now the next load is the seismic loads. These are factors of dead load and live load, which causes horizontal thrust in members. Number four is wind loads. This is due to wind acting on vertical surfaces. In case of roof having less weight, the force causes uplift. Members and forces. Basic forces acting on a member are bending, shear, compressive force, tensile force, and torsion. There can be cases when a combination of these can act simultaneously based on the member geometry and support conditions. Now let us consider the forces as per the members. So we'll start from slab. So slab has bending moment and shear as predominant force, whereas beam has bending moment and shear force. Columns usually have axial force and bending moment as predominant force. Footings have axial force, bending moment and shear force, whereas walls have shear force. Joints. It is important to understand the types of joints and their provision at a selected joint. That is like column beam, beam to beam, and slab to beam, etc. At each support, there are 6 degrees of freedom, 3 for translational displacement and 3 for rotational displacement. To understand the concept of degrees of freedom, let us consider a bar with a flag. To hold it in position, all the 3 translational displacements and 3 rotational displacements shall be 0. All shall be restrained. When the man holds the bar above the ground, he has to put lot of efforts to restrain the bar from translational and rotational displacement. As soon as he rests the bar on the ground and holds tight in position, he now has restrained at least translational displacement, and he has to put efforts to restrain the bar from rotational displacements. Common joints like fixed, simply supported, hinged, roller can be provided. A combination of them, such as a partial fixed, is also provided based on the requirements. So far, we have covered basics of structural design until now. So, in the next part, will start with architectural design by using AutoCAD, and finally, we'll go for structural design by using STAAD software. In the architectural design, our pilot project is a residential building having 3 floors, commonly known as a G plus 2 building, meaning ground plus 2 stories. The building plinth area is 600 square feet, that is 20 feet wide by 30 feet in length. In meters, it will be 6.09 meter by 9.14 meter, with a 15 feet road on the front side, and on the other 3 sides there are adjacent plots. Client requirements are as follows. Number 1, a shop, living hall, bedroom, kitchen, washroom and stairs on the ground floor, and on the first and second floors 2 room blocks with toilets attached, so on each upper floors 2 families can live as a tenant. Architectural design features. So I have planned the entire building floor wise, and what I have considered is all the rooms are as per the client requirements. Stair is planned in the front portion because it gives elegant look and easy access to tenants without causing any disturbance to others. Duct is provided for light and ventilation purposes near washrooms and kitchen.